erased. Hey guys, how's it going? Kolby and Liz here. We wanted to make a series of videos for you guys throughout this time because a lot of us have, myself included, felt like we're kind of trying to figure out what is going on first of all, and then how to make the best out of this entire situation. So we want to give you guys some daily tips on things that you can do to keep yourself in a normal schedule, to keep yourself moving forward, to keep yourself doing things as normal as possible. So this first video is going to be hopefully a little bit helpful to you. It was definitely helpful for us, and we'll keep sharing stuff like this every single day as much as we possibly can. So I'll hand this over to Liz and she'll get us started.
Yeah, so something we have been doing in the last couple days is making ourselves a COVID-19 schedule the night before the next day. It's really important right now to kind of stick to a routine, even if it's not exactly your normal routine that you'd be going through. It's important to just keep yourself moving, keep yourself busy, try to make things feel normal. It's almost as if it's like you're having your regular appointments, your regular scheduled things that you would have on your normal daily schedule. The way that you treat those, like Kolby, let's say you got to teach the 9 a.m. class, he's got to be here by 9 a.m., a little bit earlier, and there's no leeway with that. So we're trying to keep our schedule kind of the same intention with that. So writing things down and making it that it has to happen at that time. So the way we start, usually we ask ourselves the night before, what are some things that we want to get done and what are some things that we need to get done tomorrow? We start by listing the things that have a fixed time, something that happens at a certain time. Those are how we start building this schedule. Maybe those are things such as doing the Facebook Live workouts with the coach that we've been posting. We'll post what time the coach is going to do that, and so you can kind of plan into your schedule the next day. Hey, I want to do the workout with the coach live on Facebook, so it's going to be at such and such time. Other things could be meal times. Maybe you're working from home and it's got to happen at a certain time. Those are the things you're going to list first. Then you can start listing things that can happen at any time. So things that you want to get done, things that need to get done but can kind of happen at whatever time during the day. If you're not working right now and you're saying, well, I have big gaps in my schedule that I don't know how to fill, start listing things that can be productive, things that normally get pushed aside. Maybe reading for self-development, could be cleaning spaces in your house, could be working on DIY projects, home projects that you've always wanted to get done, things that might feel a little bit more like work than your typical daily tasks. And it's also okay to build Netflix into your daily schedule. I think it's almost even better if you build it into your schedule. That way you can plan a certain amount of time that you're going to spend watching your shows so that you don't end up binge watching a whole series.
We haven't done that.
No, not at all. And finally, have someone else hold you accountable to keeping that schedule. Maybe tell somebody, build things in there. You're going to call them at a certain time in the day to keep that schedule flowing. Other people are going to expect that you do things that you say you're going to do at the time or close to the time that you're going to do it.
Cool.
You want to tell them kind of an example of our daily schedule, how it's helped us?
Yeah, so I'm going to walk you through an example of how we do our schedule. Liz and I are switching off creating the schedule for each day. And then we're also going to attach a schedule that you can look at or use as a template, or you could come up with your own. We've done our own just on a piece of paper. A piece of paper works totally fine, but if you want some sort of template for it, we're also going to provide you with some sort of template to create a schedule. And if you already have a journal that you keep things in, or if you have a planner that you already use, like that is an awesome tool that you can continue to use during this time. Maybe it's time to dust it off because it hasn't been touched in a little while. Maybe dust it off and talk about it and use it, not just talk about it.
Clorox it.
Yeah, not just a duster.
Sanitize it.
Use some Clorox wipes, please. So our to-do list is what we wrote down for the first thing. Meet athlete at the gym to check out equipment. Go to West Marine between 10 and 5 because that's when they're open. As you all know, there might have been some rain the last few days and we live on a boat. Reading/quiet time. Reaching out to athletes and answering emails. Doing a workout, doing the WOD of the day. Creating videos like this for you guys. Calling our parents. And a storage unit trip. Those are all things that are on our to-do list today. And then I'm going to talk about what's going to happen and how we're going to put this all into our list here. So the first thing that we write down is that it's Tuesday, March 23rd. Because it's important to remember what day it is. Things can definitely get lost inside this whole scenario. So writing down, hey, tomorrow is Tuesday. It's the 23rd of March. How many times in the last week have you asked yourself, what day is it again? So write down what day it is so that you can start out your schedule with, hey, I know what day it is and this is what I'm doing on my day. 7 a.m. We're getting up, making coffee, and getting ready. 7:20 to 8:30, we're going to read and have some quiet time. That's an awesome opportunity for us to read some personal development books and do some other personal reading as well. And then get to just do a little bit of thought exercise and think about the rest of our day, the rest of our week. From 8:45 to 9:45, workout. Thanks, Nikki, for hosting us on Facebook Live. Actually, it wasn't Facebook Live, but it was Instagram Live. Thanks for hosting us there. We want to continue to be able to do some sort of regimented schedule as far as working out goes. At 10 a.m., we're going to leave for the gym. We're going to go to West Marine, and we're going to go buy our storage unit. 12:30 to 1 o'clock, we're going to do some lunch. We haven't decided what we're going to do for lunch yet, but it'll either be making food that we've already had from the grocery store or taking local pickup from a local business around here. 1:30 p.m., we're going to start editing, working on these videos for you guys, and making things happen. I'm also going to be doing some reaching out to athletes, and I'm also going to be doing some email answering back and forth and making sure everything's taken care of for you guys. Around 4 p.m., we're going to do another break or maybe a second workout. Maybe this is going to be a run for us today. The weather's beautiful outside. Maybe I'm going to go for a run with Liz. Maybe surf. Maybe a surf. Water's still kind of nasty after the rains. At 5 p.m., we're going to call our parents, check in with our parents. Both of our parents are in different states, so we don't get to see them on a regular basis. So this is a more important time than ever to kind of check in on our parents and make sure that they're keeping themselves in some sort of sanity as well. Then 6 p.m., we have a sunset walk, taking our showers, doing dinner, and maybe looking at something on Netflix to watch. 9:30 p.m., getting ourselves ready for bed. That means PJs, that means brushing our teeth, that means winding down, cleaning things up in the kitchen.
Making our schedule.
Making our schedule for the next day. And then 10 p.m., lights out. It's really easy for us, especially in those first few days, for us to stay up way later than we should have, just because we know there wasn't anything to wake up for in the morning. So giving ourselves a strict lights out time is a good way to keep us accountable for that next day. So this is kind of important. I know that I'm not the only one who's felt like they're a little bit lost in this situation, who feels like they need some guidance, they need some direction in a time like this. Doing a schedule like this, I can tell you, will make you feel like your days are normal in a time when clearly times are not normal. So write down your schedule. It doesn't have to be long. Start with the things that are time-bound first, then add in the things that don't have time schedules, and then stick to it.
And it's okay if you're not perfect. Our first couple days doing this, we were hours off of what we said we were going to be, and that doesn't mean you got to throw out the schedule for the rest of the day. Just adjust it. Kind of be flexible. Okay, we're going to push things back half an hour. We're going to fit things in a different hole. And definitely our first couple days of this whole lockdown did not look this organized. It was a little bit more twiddling our thumbs. What do we do now? Okay, we got how much more time before we can actually eat. So building in.
It's a process.
Giving
Know that it's a
yourself some
process
grace.
and be committed to it. Thanks, guys.
Air high five. Dolphin.